Bucko.
God.
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Oh my god! That's just gonna have to be the bit that goes before we start. But Merry Christmas, everyone! Hello and welcome to Would I Lie to You, a podcast that is not at all to do with discussing pastoral horse literature, but is in fact gathering together a bunch of ponyish minds to lie to each other and try to convince ourselves that we're telling the truth. This is based on the BBC programme Would I Lie to You. I thoroughly expect people to go and check that out because it's fucking hilarious and Henning Veig has my heart forever. But today I am joined by people who are just as brilliant as Henning Veig. Cerridwen.
Hello, Merry Yule.
Doodlejinx.
Hello.
Midnight 29.
Hello, hello, hello.
And the inimitable VladiVoices.
Okay, I was going to respond with something else. What the heck was that word you just used on me?
Inimitable.
What does that mean?
You can't be imitated. You are unique and nobody else ever comes close.
Ah, I like it.
See? Inimitable. Nobody else can do that fucking voice. As you may have been able to tell from our introduction, this is our Christmas episode. It has been a scheduling nightmare, so I really hope that people enjoy this. We have tried so hard to organise this, and in something that we didn't expect, and I realise has never happened before, we have an all-female podcast today. There are no men, no boys, nothing around here today. It's just us girls. We'll see whether or not that makes it more or less random or rude than it usually does.
Break out the cosmos.
No, we got espresso martini.
I already got my cider.
Oh my goodness, yes, this is also a drinking podcast for everybody apart from me, because I'm teetotal. So this is going to be fun, because I'm going to have all of the blackmail evidence.
I haven't drank anything. I'm just
So, Vladi-
naturally like this.
Oh my god. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. Right, so we're going to start with round one, Home Truths. This is wherein each participant reads out a statement about themselves that I have sent them. It is from a list that they have sent me in advance. I give them their statement to read out. It may be a truth, it may be a lie, and the opposing panelists have to interrogate and decide whether or not it's a truth or a lie. They are allowed to ask as many questions as they want within the time allowed, and if it's a lie, the lie teller, I guess, must think of the responses on the spot to convince the others that it is true. And then at the end, we take a vote. Does everybody follow the rules?
Yes, ma'am.
Loud and clear.
Okay, so we are going to start at the top of the list today with Cerridwen.
Ah, bugs.
That was very restrained level of swearing there.
This is like my PC version of work. I always do this. It's just like, bugs, oh, balls.
And there is your fact.
I've completed a professional eating contest.
The rest of you, you have 3 minutes. Interrogate.
What did you eat? Cake.
Oh.
'Twas a judging cake competition, but also how much you can eat afterwards for what was left over.
What kind of cake?
All the kinds of cake.
Oh my god.
So you were basically Celestia for a while.
Yes!
So you voiced her and you did an impression of her at the same time.
Without meaning to. This just happens.
That's what we call typecasting.
Did you win? No, I came like second last.
Aw.
So
I
you
eat
were
very...
full of cake, but not full of cake.
Yes, I tend to eat quite slowly, so I like to enjoy myself, and I just don't like to overly stuff my face.
Where was this?
At a wedding.
Ooh.
Okay.
Actually, was it like... What's the thing where it's like before a wedding?
The
It was like a
reception.
party. Reception, that's it.
Thought the reception was afterwards. Isn't it like the wedding breakfast beforehand?
It
Or
depends.
do you mean the rehearsal dinner?
No, it wasn't a rehearsal dinner. It was definitely like before the wedding, so I think it's a reception thing.
No, the reception normally happens after the wedding.
Yeah.
So that would technically you could call it the wedding, like the wedding breakfast sort of thing, because some people have something before the ceremony, then they'll have the ceremony, and then it'll be the reception that follows, which is like the party afterwards.
Okay. It's like a
You have
mash.
about 30 seconds, guys.
Why did you do it if you don't usually stuff yourself like that?
Because I was promised money.
Is there like a prize involved?
Yes. I was only like 50 quid or something silly.
50 quid's 50 quid.
How much did the winner eat?
It was about... I think I managed a whole cake and a bit.
When you say a whole cake, do you mean an entire wedding cake?
Yes. 3
Well-
tiers. Let's go with that.
And with that, we're going to voting. So, Doodlejinx, do you think that that was a lie or the truth?
I think you're telling a fib.
And Midnight, do you think it's a lie or the truth?
I think it's a fib as well.
Vladi?
I want to believe, so I'm going to say true.
Cerridwen, was it a lie or a fib? Sorry, no, was it a lie or a truth?
It was a big fat cakey lie.
Yes, it was
Hey!
indeed.
It was the
cake's
bit at
a
the
lie!
end. It was the bit at the end when you're like, yeah, let's just go with that.
Yeah.
Damn you, GLaDOS!
There was no cake. Cake is a lie.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mainly gave you that one so somebody would make the cake is a lie joke at the
It's
end.
a lie.
Of course.
Potato
But that
GLaDOS
means
was
that
best.
Doodlejinx and Midnight have a point each, and Vladi has none.
Eh.
Right, Doodlejinx, you are next on the docket.
Oh,
I will
goody.
send you yours. Is that next on the docket or next on the gallows? Sending you a
Oh
fact
god, the docket sounds better.
Docket sounds way better.
Should I be scared?
Nah, it's just a game.
Tis fun.
Damn it, I talked about cake and it made me hungry.
Yeah,
too.
I'm thinking of going to go either to get another cider and some chocolate or just the cider.
I mean, I have cheese in the fridge.
There you go.
I picked up a suspicious hitchhiker and scared him so much that he cried and begged to get out of my car again.
You have 3 minutes, guys. Interrogate.
What did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
You have to talk about it. That's why you sent me this.
You have to say something.
You can't give me facts
No,
like
I-
that and then not tell people about them.
Was it something you said or something you were wearing?
Or was it the way you were driving?
Well, I mean, it was quite late at night picking up this hitchhiker, right? And I don't know if you know England very well, but there is Cheddar Gorge. So it's like around that area. And
Cheddar Gorge is not nice roads. For the
No.
uninitiated, Cheddar Gorge, it sounds really nice. It sounds, oh yes, like cheddar, that's a nice little English cheese. No, Cheddar Gorge is not nice. It is
Where's
very
that
English,
cheese
but
come
it's not
from?
nice.
Gorge doesn't sound
Oh,
nice.
It's
Yeah,
lots of
anything
mountain
with-
roads.
it's
that you can
well
fall
known
in.
for like basic for cheddar, you know, and also for the mountain ranges and stuff. A lot of hitchhikers go around there.
A lot of hitchhikers go missing around there.
Oh yeah. So yeah, basically, I was driving through there because I was on holiday there myself with my family, and I was driving back to meet my family at the campsite where we were staying, and I was driving along, and there was just this, you know, hitchhiker in the road, and he stuck his thumb out, and I was like, oh, you know what? He's probably going the same way I'm going. I'll just give him a lift, and I said to him, oh, where are you going? And he said, oh, there's this pub like up the road that I just want to get to, and I'm really tired after all this hiking, so do you mind if I just hop in the car? And I don't normally give people lifts, because you know what they say, don't talk to strangers. But I was just like, yeah, okay, fine, it's on the way. Like, I go past it, and, you know, we're sort of chatting away, and he goes a bit quiet. And, yeah, so, my radio in my car had been playing up like at the time, and I was like, oh, it's so awkward, like the silence. So I was like, I'll maybe see if it works. I tried turning it on, and it didn't work. And all of a sudden, it came on at full blast, and yeah, I couldn't
Clearly,
turn it
this
off.
traumatized him,
Oh, dear.
but did not you, because you're fucking laughing about it. You schadenfreude are enjoying somebody's pain.
So bad because like it came on full whack, and I couldn't turn it off.
Oh my goodness.
So then he literally, I think it was only been like not even 5 minutes in the car, and he just started shouting over the music, telling me to like, can you just fucking pull over? So yeah, I dropped him back down the side of the road.
And it was bad enough it made him cry?
Oh yeah,
What kind of
Oh my
music was it?
death metal. Yeah.
I mean, it's Doodlejinx, the one with the actual, from a different podcast, go and listen to those if you didn't know this already, has a what tattoo on her neck?
I have a 666 tattoo on my neck.
So can you
Wasn't that a
imagine you
thing?
get in a car with a stranger, 666 tattoo on your neck?
Hey, would you like to join my cult?
An ear-bleeding volume just blasts into the car.
I'm being driven by a Satanist. Ah!
Yeah, it's. But the funny thing is that the death metal was actually more of my husband's bag, and it was one of his CDs that he left in by a band called Cradle of Filth.
Yes, I'm familiar.
Yeah, so you can imagine the look on this poor man's face.
So, time to vote. Midnight, do you think that that was a lie or the truth?
I think it was true.
Vladi, lie or truth?
I'm gonna go with lie.
Cerridwen, lie or truth?
Lie.
Doodlejinx, was it lie or truth?
It was a big fat lie.
Yeah.
There we go.
Impressive!
Yeah?
That was probably the best falsehood I've ever had on this podcast. That was, if I hadn't known I'd given that to you as a lie, I would have been fooled by how confidently you bald-faced lied to us.
But I was just like, because I was trying to think of a place I've been. I was like, to make it sound realistic. So I've been to Cheddar Gorge, I've been camping. There is a pub in Cheddar Gorge that I used to drive past. And it's sort of one of those things where it's like, if you pull it from elements of truth, it just sounds pretty impressive.
Very nice.
You found the key to good lying.
But I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Confidence and threads of truth. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Right, now it is Midnight's turn, but at this point we have a point each, so everybody is equal.
Yay!
Midnight,
Yay.
I am sending you your statement.
Yes, sir.
But Scribbler is more equal than the rest of us.
I'm not a cat.
Exactly.
She's top cat?
My persona is a Doberman, largely because I had a Doberman and it fitted with the pony colour scheme. Although I will say my pony hair on a Doberman persona looks really fucking weird. I'm not
What a
sure about that
beautiful-
design choice.
I'm gonna
Beautiful
draw it.
Doberman. Can you imagine like the hair whipping in the wind?
Knowing my old girl, it would have been whipping in the wind right before she cannoned into a tree.
Oh,
Right.
and then the soggy doggy.
Yes, the soggy doggy.
The
Right.
what?
Soggy doggy.
Sucky duggy.
Yeah, a wet dog, soggy doggy.
Soggy doggy.
Right, Midnight, you ready?
I am ready.
Off you go.
I didn't have any friends in primary school for years because I told them I had nits once.
Oh.
Right, guys, you have 3 minutes to interrogate.
Wait, it was because of why? I didn't catch the end of it.
Nits.
Because I
Nits.
had nits.
Lice.
Lice.
Head lice.
Yeah,
Oh,
she told them she had
no.
head lice. Did you actually
so
have head
sad.
lice?
I was just moved to the school. I had head lice or nits, and so I told them so that they would not get them. I was trying to be nice.
Oh, that's so sad.
Kids are just mean.
But no matter how far away you can get from the person with nits, they still persist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I still think everyone got nits that time as well, but you can only go so far in a classroom. But yeah.
Well, serves them right for abandoning you.
I was new in school. I understand it completely, and I was a weird kid. I mean, I walked around the playground talking to myself as I envisioned stories and jumping into Marvel and, being a superhero.
Honestly, that sounds normal.
I was going to say, you're maybe preaching to the choir here about that one.
That's the kid that
Fair
has
point.
nits, and she talks to her nits. She's making stories for them.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, she's
My
opening a
goodness.
knit circus, didn't you know?
PT
Great.
Barnum.
You've seen it, Barnum.
She has names for each knit. This is nifty.
Oh my god.
Isn't that knit
So what
feet?
grade was this?
When did I move? I think it would have been P4? P4, which I don't know what that would be for you guys.
How old were
No,
you?
it was P3 because that's when we raised chicks.
Excuse me, what? You read chicks?
So you're about 7?
So that would have been like year
Yeah.
4, year 3, year 4.
Yes,
I
we
want to go
raised
back up
chicks.
to the chicks thing.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Stop
Put
telling
on
me about
pause
what
the
age she is.
timer.
She had
We have
chicks,
chicks.
people.
We
You either
We
had chicks
got
or
to-
frog spawn.
It was part of a class thing where you got to hatch chicks from eggs, raise them for a little while, and then we sent them off to partly a farm and partly to one of my classmates who owned chickens as well.
Whoa.
Nice.
I named mine Honey.
Oh.
Oh, that's so cute.
She did not go with my friend. She went to the farm, so oops.
Yummy.
Nice.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's code
Yeah.
for meat.
I mean,
Honey's gonna get dipped in honey sauce.
Stop it, you!
you could say honey became finger licking good.
Oh my god, all of you, stop it!
This is my little chick. Her name is Nugget.
You're re-traumatizing Midnight here. That was her baby.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. It's okay. I've thought about it before as well,
Sorry.
so you're fine. But
Oh
yeah.
my god. Okay, I don't feel sorry for you then.
If you don't laugh about it, you'll cry about it.
Right, are we ready to vote?
Nits.
If you're ready to vote, say nits.
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 There we go. So, Cerridwen, truth or lie?
I'm gonna go with a lie.
Vladi, truth or lie?
I'm hoping it's a lie.
Doodlejinx, truth or lie?
I'm gonna say it's a lie.
Midnight, what was it?
It was true.
She
Oh,
did
no,
do that.
God. No, Midnight.
That's really sad.
It's not that sad. I was fine. I mean, I had a friend in the last 2 years of primary school, so it was okay.
Primary school is more than 2 years long.
Actually, the second to last, because I was told I should stop being friends with her so that I could grow up, and I
You
did.
spent all
for
that
the
time
last year.
without any friends, and then they're like, yeah, not that one. Not that one.
Not that one.
Yeah,
Oh
pretty
my
much.
goodness.
Well, I mean, I remember this was secondary school for me. We used to actually have like a walled garden, and they would raise pigs. Like there was a group of kids that go on to do something outside of school, and they'd raise these pigs. And it was known that these pigs would get sent down to a local butcher's to become sausages.
Next week's lunch. Yay!
Yeah, pretty much. And then it all got ruined because one vegan parent was like, "This is wrong. You don't know. Like, you're not telling kids where their food's coming from." And it's like, half of the kids in the school are farmers' kids.
Yeah, I really don't get that. I mean, most kids do know. Like, if they don't know by secondary school, what are you teaching them?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, it reminds me of that famous clip of Jamie Oliver teaching children, like primary
About
school
chicken
children,
nuggets?
about chicken nuggets, and he shows like all the awful things that go into it, and then he cooks them. Like, anybody want a chicken nugget now? And they go, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's expecting them to go no, and they're like, no, we don't care. That was the
That man
same
took
thing
away my
where,
turkey Twizzlers.
Yeah, I must admit, I grew up on turkey Twizzlers too, and I did like them. I know they were made from like turkey gizzards and arseholes, but they were nice. In a world where we eat things like sweetmeats and haggis and all sorts of other stuff, I don't see the point in judging people for eating turkey anus.
Could be a delicacy in some countries.
Exactly.
Can't be worse than Rocky Mountain oysters.
That's balls, isn't it?
Yeah, bull balls.
Yeah, my mum, when she went on holiday to France, Andorra, and Spain, when she was brand new married to my dad in the late 70s, they went for a little. He had a Mini, and they and their friends all went for a driving tour around France, Andorra, and Spain. And she didn't realize what she was eating because she couldn't speak the language well enough. Plus, you know, it was drinking holiday. They were very pissed. Yep. She had sweetbreads and sheep eyeball soup.
she a brave lady."
She did not know that was what she was having until she was halfway through and realized the soup was looking at her.
Oh my god.
These oysters are tasting very
That's some
creamy.
straight up Halloween art.
I mean,
I thought this was a Christmas special.
That is true. In which
I ate
case,
chicken brains
yeah.
in America.
I mean, we've eaten them here in chicken nuggets and turkey twizzlers.
Yeah, true, very true.
I have been scarred for life by my brother for eating frogs.
Frogs.
Frigs.
Greg's and frogs.
Frigs.
He ate the frogs, and then he decided to lift them up and like jiggle them around and dance them in front of me, and it's just haunted me from then on.
Oh no. Right, Vladi, it is your turn. I have sent you your statement. Have a read of that, and when you're ready, read it out.
Right, I'm supposed to hit the button.
Were you talking without the microphone working?
Yes.
Right, okay, here we go. I might leave that one in.
I once embarrassed myself so thoroughly in front of a celebrity that they later mentioned me in their autobiography.
Oh,
3 minutes. Off you go, guys.
That's a claim to fame.
Well, at least you are remembered, I guess.
Who's the celebrity?
Crispin Freeman, voice actor.
Oh my god! The one role that I always remember him for is he plays Alucard in Helsing.
Oh,
and
him!
Yeah, I remember the first time I listened to him. I was like, nah, it's like, no, this voice really doesn't suit it because it's American. It shouldn't be American. But then when I went back to it, I was like, oh, it's you. Actually, it's not that bad.
Fun fact, I first heard Crispin Freeman in quite possibly his worst ever role. Not because he was bad in it, but because he was tasked with selling a brother-sister romance that was played absolutely sincerely. It was...
Excuse me?
Yeah.
No.
And then they had...
Which one was that again?
Yeah, it was a fight between heaven and hell, and it became angels versus angels, and within that he was trying to sell this incest romance story as well. It was weird. It was such a weird anime.
Incest isn't wincest.
No, absolutely not. And this was the days where you couldn't check what DVD you were actually buying from Amazon when you were desperate for anime.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Could you repeat what the statement was again? My brain has followed a thing. No, you're fine.
I derailed Vladi then. Sorry, go on, Vladi.
I once embarrassed myself so thoroughly in front of a celebrity that they later mentioned me in their autobiography.
What was the embarrassing thing?
Were you at a convention or was this in a class?
It was actually in a voice acting class that I went to with him, and after the class, I thought, for some reason, thought it would be cool to, because I knew a little bit of Japanese, and we were doing Japanese dub scenes and stuff, so I went, arigato gozaimasu, and I sounded like such a little weeb, and it wasn't really an autobiography, but like some interview later on that he mentioned, like, he didn't mention me specifically, but he mentioned that it was funny someone spoke to him after a class in Japanese, and I was like, oh god, that's me.
I mean, it's not the worst thing.
It killed me inside.
I think it's cool.
It's cute, funny.
Yeah, but when someone's like laughing about it later, it's like, oh god. I was trying to be sincere, and I became a joke.
At least they're laughing about it. Like, for them, it's a good memory, you know?
Yeah, because I
Kinda.
find it strange to put something like that in your autobiography.
Well, she did say it was less an
Well,
autobiography and more
it was
an
an interview about himself and his like progression, like voice acting, and then to a voice sorry, I cut out to a voice acting teacher, and that's when that came up.
Oh, okay.
Okay then, Doodlejinx, do you think it's truth or lie?
I want to believe. I'm going to say it's true.
Midnight, truth or lie?
Truth.
Cerridwen, truth or lie?
I want this to be true. Let's go with true, because I've been saying lie for so long.
So all three of you think it's true? Vladi?
Yep.
It was a lie.
Oh! So
Well,
apparently
only partially.
Doodlejinx and
I
Vladi are the
did
good liars.
It was only partially a lie, though. I was never mentioned in autobiography, but I did say after a voice class with him, arigato gozaimasu, and he was cool. He responded, doi toshimashite. He said, you're welcome in Japanese.
Oh, that's really cute.
He's cool.
See, what did
yeah.
I tell you?
Nice.
Also,
Nice.
Yeah,
He is the
also
goat.
Crispin Freeman is way
Hang on,
taller in
hang on.
person than he looks in photos.
You just called him Christmas Freeman. You did.
Freudian slip.
I mean,
Well, it is the special. Tis the season.
Yeah, but we haven't mentioned Christmas properly yet. So
Christmas
yeah.
Freeman.
He's Christmas Freeman now.
Christmas Freeman, tall as a tree.
Quick, somebody draw that.
He is. Yeah, he and his
he's a
wife are really
star.
nice, and he's a great teacher, too.
I tried to get a class with him, and it's at stupid o'clock in the morning. Like, I clicked in it, and within like 5 seconds, it was all booked up.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, it can get real busy. I think I was lucky. I was back when I was 16. I took that class, so I guess I was lucky to be before the desperate rush.
Before the rise of YouTube and COVID culture made everybody think that they could do what we do, which is basically piss about on the internet. Okay, time for round 2 of this. Okay, so we're looping back around to Cerridwen. Sending this to you now, Cerridwen. And there you go.
When I cosplayed Lilith from the Owl House, a man on the London Tube thought my elf ears were real, and I pretended that they were real to fuck with him.
Okay, 3 minutes,
How
guys.
old
Interrogate.
How old was this guy?
I think he was in about his 20s or 30s.
Really?
Yeah, roughly about then.
How long ago was this?
Like a couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago.
How did the conversation get started? Oh,
This was at I was coming back from London, back home, and this guy was cooked.
Ah. To be
Right.
honest, you do see some crazy things on the London Underground.
And I had been pestered for like, "Hey, do some magic for me." I'm like, "No, I'm fucking annoyed. I can't be bothered."
But I totally would if I wasn't annoyed.
I was in the supermarket when the guy asked me that, like, "Do some magic," and I stupidly went jazz hands and went light. Look, magic.
So why were you cosplaying?
Why would it was MCM London
Nice.
What is MCM London?
Comic-Con?
It's basically the biggest comic convention in Europe. Well, was
Ooh.
when we were part of Europe, but it's like the big in England. It's like the biggest convention over here.
I think MCM stands for like Media Comic
It's, yeah,
Media something. I can't remember what the other M is.
I know the C definitely stands for comics.
Music, maybe.
No.
But anyway, yeah. I was just in a mood and I decided to fuck with him because he really thought they were real.
And you were just feeling ever so slightly bitchy that day?
Yeah.
Oh, we love it.
Only when we use our bitchiness for good. You know, like
Yes.
fucking with drunk people.
I wasn't nasty. I wasn't nasty about it. I was just like,
Oh.
yeah, they're real. Mm-hmm. You want to touch him? Dare you?
I'm not sure about the believability of that.
So why did you choose Lilith for cosplay?
Because she's a bitchin' ass girl.
Oh my god,
That is
people,
true.
people,
And also, I just love the goth vibe.
people are gonna lynch me for this. I haven't actually seen Our House yet.
Gonna lynch you now, lynching you now. Oh my god. That was so faint that it sounded like it was coming through my actual fucking window. No! Across the miles. You need to watch it, you genuinely would enjoy it.
I mean, I started watching Gravity Falls, and I quite enjoyed that. And
It's
I keep seeing clips
Very
of Our
close
House.
to the humour of that, but with way more gayness.
I have seen clips, and I do like Hootie.
Hootie! Hootie!
Apparently, Hootie started with Alex Hirsch doing a silly Mickey Mouse voice, and his partner, Day the Terrorist, went, yeah, that voice. And he went, what? I was taking the piss. Oh, I've got to do this voice over and over. Oh, shit.
Nah.
That is really fun!
Right, time to vote. Vladi, do we think that Cerridwen is telling the truth or lying?
I'm gonna go with lie.
Midnight?
I'm also gonna go with lie.
And Doodlejinx, what do you reckon?
I'm gonna say true.
Cerridwen, is it truth or lie?
Was the truth.
Yes!
And that means Doodlejinx is now in the lead with 2 points.
Nice.
Suck it.
We'll see how well she copes next, because she's up next.
I was banking on the fact that Scribbler's obsessed with Owl House and picked an Owl House cosplay.
No, that was just a happy accident, because when Cerridwen sent me that, I was like, I'm fucking using that.
Oh.
Plus,
Yeah.
elves and Christmas.
I was thinking of you when I was at the MCM London because I attended like a photo shoot and there were so many cosplayers playing as Hootie. There was like a there was a King's dad. Somebody cosplayed as King's dad.
Was that in October?
This is like like I said, it was like 2 years ago or
Well,
2
because
3 years
the guy,
ago.
the guy that I went in October this year, and he was there.
Fun fact, King's dad is voiced by Aaron Hansen from Game Grumps.
Really?
Yes, I
Yeah.
had looked that up when it first came out as well, and I had no idea what Game Grumps was, and I've since learned it because apparently I'm really bad at this.
But sorry, I was going to say about the ears, because it's Christmas, and at my work it's too warm to wear a Christmas jumper. I wear elf ears,
Same here.
and I love fucking with people so much. Like all these people to do a double take, they're like, "Are they real?" One person I said, "Don't tell my boss. He
I
doesn't
said
know
I-
I escaped the North Pole." It
One
really
guy-
messed with him. And then like these kids loved it. They all thought I was an actual elf, and it was quite sweet. And then a few people called me Spock, and I was like, yeah.
Aw.
And I was like, I'm just a cute little elf. Here's your Guinness.
That's adorable.
That's perfect.
yeah.
There's a guy at work. I wore them for because it was jumper week. I wore them for a bit, and then for one day I didn't wear them. And he's like, "Where have they gone?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, they're having a rest. I just sprouted them just for you."
Oh, great. Doodlejinx, it is your turn.
Yay!
There is your statement. Have a read of that, and when you're ready.
I was once in a car crash where the car was totaled and I survived with no injuries.
3 minutes, guys. Ask away.
Where were you going?
So I was actually driving to uni. It was my first year at university.
Is that when you discovered you had superpowers?
Well, you see, back when I was young, I was bitten by a spider. No.
No, it's actually just, powers from Satan, and that's 666. I can't get over
Yeah.
666.
And this is where you discovered your alternative career as a stuntswoman.
Oh my god.
I was thinking like the plot for Unbreakable or Unbreakable,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, Unbreakable.
Oh my god. So, yeah, I was driving to uni. It was about, what time? About 8 something in the morning. So it was 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I was driving along. Just all of a sudden, I drifted onto the wrong side of the road. This other car was coming at such high speed towards me. And yeah, completely just totaled my car.
Oh my
Damn.
gosh.
Did it, rip off the front, or crunch it inwards, or what?
It ripped off the front of the car.
Shit.
God damn.
So it ripped off my driver's side. And it was funny because there was this one car that came, it was a car and a van that I went into. And it was a car that first, they were going a bit quicker. They ripped the front of the car off and then the van didn't help. And yeah, ambulance came, firemen came. Oh no,
So-
the police did come.
How did they react to the fact that you had 0 injuries? When did they figure out that you weren't hurt?
Well, put it this way, I was in the car and the fireman actually came in the car and the airbag on the passenger side went off and mine didn't. And they actually said that's probably a good thing because if my airbag had gone off, it possibly could have killed me.
Shit.
Yeah, because I'm very small, okay? Me is tiny, and I have to sit very close to the steering wheel. So they said, yeah, obviously the closer you sit to basically an explosive device, yeah, apparently it wouldn't work out very well.
If I had a nickel for every time it was a best that an airbag didn't go off.
I mean, it is punching you in the face
Yeah, I mean,
at full force.
the only reason my dad got injured at one point was because the airbag went off and put glass in his face.
God damn.
Yeah, it started coming out a year later. But-
What? Started coming out?
Yeah, sometimes if they couldn't get all of it out, your body then pushes it out. Eventually.
Okay. That is news.
I'm sorry, my brain just clocked in at the worst time.
Sorry. Sorry, but yes, so he woke up the next. Yeah, yes, Luna, shush. My dad woke up for a couple of weeks every morning, and he'd find glass on his pillow from the car.
And the
I
cat
can
says
hear your
that
cat.
hurts.
Whose cat is that?
That's my cat.
She
Sorry,
turned
Luna.
in going, she's fucking telling the truth. It's awful, mate.
As if Luna would know, but yeah. So, airbags, positive and negatives.
All right,
Positives
guys.
and negatives.
We're going to vote. So, Cerridwen, truth or lie?
Truth?
Vladi, truth or lie?
I'm gonna go with truth.
Midnight, truth or lie?
I'm also going to go for truth.
Doodlejinx?
It is. Drum roll. A lie.
Poop! Darn it!
How
This is a
dare
very
you.
interesting one because it's a lie for Doodlejinx. It's a truth for me.
Oh my goodness.
Oh!
Yep. Day after I got my very first job in 2007, I was driving back to uni and hit a patch of black ice on a road, and my car flimped down an embankment and landed backwards upside down in a field.
What?
And I got out and had no injuries.
No, it. Oh my goodness. I'm glad
I
for
had
that.
shock. I got out and the windscreen was gone. It had been punched out on a fence post that had left a tiny line next to my eye where it had gone past. And then I apparently got out and locked the fucking door.
Oh my god.
I
Did
turned
the airbag
radio
go off
and
on
shut
you?
the- No, it did not, which is a good thing.
Oh.
Because it was a very old car, and if the airbag had gone off, I wouldn't have been able to put my arms up, and I was wearing a thick winter coat. And they said the only reason that the smashing glass didn't go in my face was because my arms were in front of my face, which wouldn't have happened if the thing had gone off. Apparently, when I landed, it was a down an embankment, and didn't roll sideways. It went nose over tail down the hill, and landed backwards in this field. And this woman was walking her dogs nearby and ran up to see if I was okay. And I have no memory of this, but I got told afterwards that I got out, locked the door, turned to her, and went, "Oh, I didn't eat your dog, did I?"
Oh my god.
Priorities.
That's the most
Fucking
concern.
Good priorities. Good priorities.
Typical
Yeah.
Scribbler.
I got taken to a hospital that later got shut down because its A&E kept killing people by accident.
Oh my god.
It's a hard knock life for a Scribbler.
For us.
I'm glad you're alive.
I will say something though.
Me too.
My story was actually partially true on my part. I was using
Ooh.
some truths again.
Oh.
Was it the
So-
uni bit? Because I would find that really hilarious.
Yeah.
If you
it
told my
genuinely was
life
the
and you
uni
had it too, oh my god.
Because this was a thing. I was in a crash. It wasn't like as crazy, but I was involved in the crash in like my first year uni. I was driving to uni. I drifted onto the wrong side of the road and I went into a Peugeot and a van.
No.
Yeah, and I totaled the front of my car. And do you know what? It's kind of a blessing in disguise because I will tell you a little secret about this car. I had a black Megane, right? This was my first car. Yeah, it was covered in Batman stickers. No, so it was a black Megane and it had a giant Batman symbol on the bonnet. It had like yellow Batman figures dissolving into bats down the sides, and it had like little Batman logos on the back. And yeah, so I don't know whether it was a good thing or not that maybe I crashed that car.
Insurance money.
R.I.P.
No, R.I.P. the Batmobile. No, I do miss that car sometimes. It was kind of cool, but I look back at it now and I'm like, yeah, kind of good that I don't drive that now. Now I drive a Ladybird.
I
What
have
is
a phobia of
ladybird?
driving.
My car genuinely looks like a Ladybird. It has spots. It's a red car with spots, and it's got the black front with the white dots on the front.
Oh. Also, sorry for
Yeah.
talking over you there, Cerridwen. You have a phobia of driving?
Yes. I do have a license, but yeah, I'm dead scared of of driving myself, and I have like vehicular narcolepsy as well, just to cope with like traveling sickness.
Oh.
Oh, that's not great.
Yeah, I can't drive either for the fear. I don't know, brain turns off.
Right.
Wow.
Sorry, that one was a bit heavy to move on from. Midnight.
Sorry.
Midnight, your turn. I'm sending you
Okay.
your statement now.
Bum 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 bum
Bum
bum
bum
bum
bum
Bum,
bum 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 bum
bum.
bum.
Bum, ba, 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 bum, bum,
Oh my
bum.
god, it is a Ladybird car!
Just send it to Scribbler.
Right, whenever you're ready, Midnight, you can read out your statement.
Alrighty then. My nickname at school was Wally Bollocks.
3 minutes, guys.
What?
Off you go. Bearing in mind her previous statement about having no friends at school was true.
Okay, what the heck is a Wally Bollocks? Me American,
I mean, I know
me
what
not so
bollocks
smart.
is.
Wally meaning like an idiot, and
Yeah.
also just bollocks because
is in, like-
flavour.
Yeah, that's a load of bollocks.
Okay, thank you.
I've never heard it in that context with Wally bollocks.
Maybe it's like a short term for like what a lot of bollocks.
I mean, it sounds like a defunct TV show, not gonna lie.
I
That would've
really
been an interesting
doubt
TV show.
even
Welcome
even
to Wally
Sky
Bollocks.
or 5 would have had trouble with getting Wally Bollocks on the air.
Wait, no, I've got it. This is like the alternative name for this show. What a
Wally-
Wally bollocks.
What's a load of
bollocks?
Our
Wally
Christmas
Bollocks.
special was a load of Wally Bollocks.
Would I Wally Bollocks you?
Oh my
Would I
god.
Wally
No,
Bollocks
that
you?
sounds wrong.
Anyway,
that
we're
sounds
actually
so
talking over Midnight.
Oh no, I'm just laughing and along with you, so all good.
Oh,
So do you want to explain
what?
how you got this nickname?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Basically, it was to do with my stories. As I said earlier, I walked around the school, usually the playground, talking to myself. There was also, however, times when I would walk around trying to figure out my own stories. So, originals, rather than putting myself in other fandoms. And one of my things I have really difficulty with is figuring out names. So, yeah, and I talk out loud. And I was very sheltered as a child. So, I didn't actually know what the word bollocks meant at the time.
Oh no,
Oh,
it's one of
no.
those.
Oh, no.
dear.
Everybody's got
You-
that story of the word they said that they didn't know was rude.
You sweet,
got a
sweet
couple.
innocent child.
Yeah, so talking out loud, trying to think of names, someone overheard. And it kind of stuck. I mean, even at the time, I wasn't really bothered by it. It was only later on, when I mentioned it to my parents, that they're like, wait, what?
Oh no, sweet child.
So, yeah, it didn't last that long, but I think maybe a few months, but still, I'm just like, why did I talk out loud? Why? Why did you not tell me, parents?
I'm surprised it was only a couple of months and not years.
Well, when you don't react to it, they sort of move on. I mean, I didn't react to most of the bullying at the time, so this I just sort of went, okay, if I ignore it, it'll stop. I'll ignore it. It'll stop. I'll ignore it. And you know, I didn't hang out with anyone at the time, so I didn't hear it too often, but it was often enough that I'm like, no,
This is so sad.
I will point out her last one was really sad too.
Yeah,
That's
no,
true.
It was.
You're picking all the sad ones, Scribbler.
And to be fair, I saw Wally Bollocks and didn't realise that was sad. Okay, we ready to vote?
Yeah.
Cerridwen, do you reckon it's truth or a lie?
I'm sorry if this is true, but I'm gonna go with true.
Vladi, truth or lie?
I'm mostly out of hope. I'm hoping it's a lie.
And Doodlejinx, truth or lie?
I'm gonna say true.
Midnight, is it truth or lie?
it is a lie.
Ah!
Knew it. Well,
Which means Vladi has got a point.
Yay!
Which means
I'll
that
be honest, I
Doodlejinx
stared
and Vladi are in the lead, and Midnight and Cerridwen are trailing with one.
I stared at
Yay.
that name for a good solid few seconds, going, "How the fuck am I going to sway this?"
I was thinking, is this like a surname thing?
By the way, guys, Wally Bollocks, I didn't realise it's not universal. It's definitely a thing that's used in the Midlands. Like, oh, that's a load of Wally Bollocks.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, the Midlands is a weird place to live. Because the nice things still sound like insults as well. I was about 20 when I first got called the term of endearment in the Midlands, which is cock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get called cock and cocker, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I thought Wally Bollocks was pretty universal, but apparently that's a Midlands thing too. Vladi, it is your turn. Are you ready?
I am ready.
So serious.
Yeah, actually.
I once broke my collarbone while trying to impress a date.
3 minutes, guys. Interrogate away.
How?
Where?
When?
All these questions and more.
Too many questions. Okay, so it was at the college, and there was like, it wasn't even that high. There was like a little, one of those short walls along the sidewalk. He would always go and like run across it and look cool doing parkour and stuff. And so I was like, I could do that too. I could be cool. And I fell down. It was not good.
Oh.
Baby.
And I did not impress him because we didn't stay together much longer after that.
Oh, poor Vladi.
Did he take you to A&E or to a nurse afterwards at least? Did my question go through there?
I think you mean ER. Vladi is the only non-EU/UK member of the chat.
Hospital. Is she there?
Bloody.
we lose her?
Did
Vladi.
your mic fail?
No, we lost the Vladi.
Oh,
Come
she's just
back.
messaging me saying she can't hear.
Oh no.
Pope.
Okay. She should be back now. Vladi, can you hear us now?
Well, it wouldn't be Wilty or otherwise without having one technical failure.
Yeah.
Bloody, speak to us.
No, we lost Vladi!
No.
And she can't even hear us mourning her.
That's a waste of morning.
Hello?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, good. Yay!
I'm so sorry.
It was the equivalent of switching it off and on again.
It's rare that doesn't work.
Basically,
Beautiful. Carried
We
on. What's the
were
question?
wailing, saying, no, we can't have it with the podcast without Vladi.
oh. So, questions? Well, are there any questions?
Did the guy take you to hospital at all?
No, kind of just stuck there while waiting for an ambulance.
So he hung around at least, which is nice of him.
He did. He at least had pity for me.
It's the least he could do.
Yeah. He wasn't a bad guy. He was just I don't know. We just didn't click. I was trying too hard, maybe.
Right? Would we like to vote now? I don't know how to call this because 3 minutes went weird when Vladi got kicked out for a bit.
Yeah, I think everyone should have a little more time because of that.
Okay.
That's my bet.
So, when you broke your collarbone, which side? Was it like all of it or like just one side or what?
It was mainly the right side, I think.
Crunch, crunch. Here's a question. Did it hurt? Did you realize? Because I've heard people say that you can break your collarbone and not realize. Is that true?
It hurt. I didn't know that I had broken it. It just felt like it hurt a lot, and I got a lot of like scrapes and blood, of course.
That is not nice. Oh god, I didn't
Very
even think
not
that
nice.
it break your collarbone. Does it break skin? Ugh.
My husband broke his collarbone.
Yeah, the worst part was like when trying
Oh
No,
Well-
that. That's when we decided to call an ambulance when I couldn't get up without hurting more.
Ouch.
Owie.
Okay, time to vote. So, Doodlejinx, do you think Vladi is lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna say true again.
Midnight, lying or truth?
True.
Cerridwen, lying or truth?
Let's mix this up. Let's say lie, and I'm very sorry.
Vladi, was it a lie or truth?
It was another lie.
There we
Aha,
go.
damn
Cerridwen's got
it.
a point.
Fun fact, I have never broken a bone in my entire life. But on the other hand, I've also never been on a date.
Oh,
Oh.
I am very lonely. Please help.
we need to take Vladi out, guys.
Yes.
But not
Agree.
take her out of the town.
Girls' night.
Yes.
Agree.
Yeah, girls' night.
And one
Go
that
out
isn't
for
just
fun.
us
We'll go to a
together
pub
on a
and-
podcast, girls' night.
We can go to a pub and I'll have some orange juice.
We'll go to Scribblers.
Agreed.
That sounds amazing. It's just like have everybody in my living room. You'd have to compete with the
Yeah.
cats for the couch, though.
Kitty!
If I could, I'd bring my cats just for you guys to hang out
Aw.
with.
I think my
I
cat
could
might
be
try
the
and beat him
cat's
up.
bed.
I'll bring my
cat doesn't
dog.
tolerate other cats very well. He's got an ongoing enmity with the white cat who moved in at the moment. It's literally black
Hey,
versus
that-
white.
Honestly, if ever I go to the UK, I want to visit you, Scribbler, or anyone else who's there.
Yay!
Yay!
Right. So, round 2 is a bit different this time because it's the Christmas special. Usually, I'd give you a statement with 2 opposing truths and answers. One's a lie, one's truth. But this time, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell you a fact about Christmas, explain it a little bit, and then give you guys a couple of minutes to discuss amongst yourselves whether or not you think what I've told you is true. You can't interrogate me, you have to just talk about it amongst yourselves based on the information I've given you and your own knowledge.
My knowledge of
Ooh.
Christmas is shit.
Okay.
Do not ever take me to a pub quiz. I'm shit.
Well, why not? It'd be fun. We could
And,
go to
and no
O'Neill's.
Google, correct?
No Google, no. It's true, I
Aw.
forgot I needed to clarify that. Yes, no
What
Google.
about Bing?
No search engines whatsoever and no chat GPT.
What about us, Jeeves?
Don't-
Oh my
Don't
god,
talk
let's
to
go back
Alexa.
to it.
Jeeves.
R.I.P. Jeeves. Literally, I have spent time on these. So some of them are true, some of them are lies, but they're all got little explanations. Okay?
Okay.
Ooh.
First one. Christmas was illegal in America. From 1659 to 1681, Christmas was illegal in Boston. The Puritans, who had strict religious beliefs, outlawed Christmas celebrations, considering them to be too heathen and excessive. People could face fines for celebrating Christmas publicly, and shops were required to stay open on December's 24th and 25th. And Christmas wasn't officially recognized as a public holiday in Boston or Massachusetts until 1856. Amongst yourselves, discuss, do you think that's true?
I feel like I've heard this fact before.
Ditto.
Hmm.
And I think it is true. I don't know if it was in Boston, but Christian Puritans, being who they are, going to America. Nah, fuck. We're not going to celebrate
But
Christmas.
have I told you the entire truth or have I wiggled this?
Oh God.
Because the purpose of the explanations is I might be telling only a partial truth.
Oh
In fact, it was 1 year off, you idiot.
Okay, I'm not that mean.
Okay,
I
good.
mean, America has like outlawed alcohol. I mean, I can see them
Oh, yeah.
banning Christmas.
There are
the-
so many crazy religious people here. Honestly, I would not be surprised if this is true.
The thing is, I am 80% certain that it was illegal in the UK for a while as well. So it might not be America, it might be the UK.
Oh?
Are we ready to vote?
Maybe.
For some reason, Oliver Cromwell came to my head, but I don't know why.
we don't talk about Oliver Cromwell. Holy crap. That guy. Holy crap. Right, so, threw my pen then. Doodlejinx, do you think that I am lying or telling the truth?
I think you're telling the truth, because it sounds like something I've heard before. So, I'm going to say true.
Midnight, am I lying or telling the truth?
I mean, my first instinct was true, but then I remembered it was on the I'm gonna say lie.
Okay. Vladi, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna trust the fact that it was a UK thing and not an American thing, so I'm gonna say a lie.
Cerridwen, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm going to fudge this, but anyway, I'm going to go for truth.
And that means that Doodlejinx and Cerridwen get points because it's absolutely true.
Yeah!
Darn it!
Ah, damn.
Sorry,
yeah,
double
them
guess
fucking
myself.
Puritans, man.
Yeah, they're
Damn it.
crazy.
Right.
No sugar
All the
for this
religious
season.
extremists.
Yeah, it's not so much they wanted to be free of religious intolerance. They wanted to be free to go and be religiously intolerant.
Wow.
Ugh.
Okay.
Why does everyone forget the love thy neighbor thing? And it's like, no matter what. It's like, well, what if they... No, love them no matter what. That's
Yeah,
the rule.
I love that gif that goes around of love everybody, but what if they're gay or black? Did I fucking stutter?
No, I,
love
that one.
too.
But I'm just
Jesus
trying to...
being like, did I fucking stutter?
Would they just like ban or shun somebody celebrating Christmas?
I imagine they've got away with it and said, witchcraft, witches.
Yeah.
Shun the non-believer!
The Salem witch trials and stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a dark
point.
period, that. Right, it's back to Christmas, which may or may not be also quite dark. I did just release a Mistletoe Kills Everybody story, where Cerridwen gave the performance of a fucking lifetime in that.
I died it twice.
Yeah,
You
well
did
done.
die twice.
I was so happy.
I have had legit messages from people going, yeah, that made me feel sick because she really did sound like she was being really ripped apart. And we're like, oh, I'll have to tell her that when I see her on the podcast.
I'll have to listen to it.
Aww.
I'll listen to it before bed.
Aw, you gave nightmares.
Not just Nightmare Moon. Okay, so second Christmas fact, or maybe it's not. We'll see. The Grinch was originally Santa's protege. In an early version of The Grinch, penned by Dr. Seuss, before turning into the green villain we know, the Grinch was going to be the apprentice to Santa Claus himself. He was the original head elf, tasked with spreading joy and cheer, but he got frustrated when people didn't appreciate his hard work and moved to the mountain. In a moment of bitterness, he stole Christmas from everybody. Santa, however, knew deep down the Grinch had a heart of gold and would eventually return to the fold, and was proven right when Whoville taught the Grinch the error of his ways. True or false? Was the Grinch, originally in the original draft, Santa's protege? Go. You have a minute.
I don't know
Ooh.
much about Grinch lore.
No, but that does sound like it was possible.
It sounds plausible, yeah.
Mm.
Indeed. Sounds possible. Not sure, though.
But Scribbler is a very good writer, so...
Yep,
You were going to
that's what
say
I'm
liar
thinking.
then, and
A
that's
good
also
fibber.
true. When I've got a script, I'm a good liar. When you put me on the
likes
spot,
She's a good
storyteller.
She likes
lie.
her porky
Terrible.
pies.
if I have to make up lies on the spot, I can't do it. My colleagues call it, your face is doing a thing.
Your face is doing a thing.
And I still, to this day, I don't know what the thing is, but it's something apparently gives it away when I'm lying. So I'm not a good liar without prep. But I have prepped
dear.
these, which means I've had time to practice.
Maybe you squint your eyes when you're thinking, like,
I don't know. But in this case, you can't see my face, so it doesn't matter.
I look constipated when I try to lie.
Is that why you told so many poop stories when it's your turn to lie?
Oh my god.
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Back to the
Because
Grinch,
I'm
then.
just so full of shit.
Oh my god,
But
Vladi! You are full of sparkles and angel dust.
So crack?
Oh my god! I give up. I'm trying to be nice
I mean,
to
she's
you.
got a crack. That's where the shit comes out.
Oh
from
my
the crack.
That's why I don't do drugs. I am the crack.
So I take it we've moved on from the Grinch then.
Sorry.
Apparently, yes.
Do we ready to vote for this then, since we're apparently talking about the contents of Vladi's butt right now? Oh my god, one of your facts now is going to have to be I shit stardust.
I shit you not.
Oh
I
my
like you,
god.
featuring Vladi's butt.
I mean, they said it was going to be a white Christmas.
Oh my god! Stop
Oh
it!
god.
We're voting! Vladi!
Bucko.
Oh my,
Oh, Merry Christmas, everyone.
oh my god! That's just gonna have to be the bit that goes before we start. But Merry Christmas, everyone! Okay. Vladi, was I lying or telling the truth?
You're a liar, Miss Scribbler.
Cerridwen, was I lying or telling the truth?
You lie.
Midnight, was I lying or telling the truth?
Lie.
Doodlejinx, was I lying or telling the truth?
I'm going to be the one out again. I'm going to say true again.
Unfortunately, that means you've got no points because it was a big fat lie.
Ah.
Yay!
You're a liar, Miss Scribbler.
Are you ready for your third Christmas fact?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Give me the Christmas.
Right, okay. A Christmas Carol was once banned in the Soviet Union. Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol was considered a symbol of the capitalist holiday spirit and was banned in the Soviet Union. The government thought the book's portrayal of generosity and charity contradicted their communist ideals. And it was only after the fall of the Soviet Union that A Christmas Carol became freely available to the public again, and in some places was not available until 2020.
Really? Oh, sorry.
Well, I don't know. That's the point you've got to debate. So off you go.
Ooh.
That last part doesn't feel true, but it probably is.
I agree. That last part seems a bit sketchy, but otherwise it sounds plausible.
I think she's twisted a fact because I don't know about
Vladi
the
doesn't know what's
Christmas Carol
true anymore.
Hold on, because I do know a fact about Carol of the Bells. Like the music was copyright to Russia. It was made by a Russian composer, and it was originally a song about like a bird, like talking about like the new spring coming in and stuff to its master, and like the lyrics were copyrighted, but the tune wasn't, and so then people added the lyrics to Carol of the Bells to make it a Christmas song, since it was kind of a New Year's song. It was just the New Year's was in spring for them before instead of winter. Does that make sense?
Think so?
I got lost halfway, but I'm going to smile and nod.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm guessing this is a fib, and it's like maybe has something to do with that or Christmas Carol is also a Russian song. I don't know.
Well, I did specifically say that this was Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, Soviet Union going, oh, charity, feelings for the poor. No, everyone's, no.
You're not a
I'm in front of my
comrade.
conspiracy theory board right now.
Just imagine Vladi surrounded by red twine.
No, hear me out, because if you listen to the tunes...
If you play it backwards...
If you play it backwards with the second copy in the same room, going forwards at 7.5 speed, then you can hear the devil's messages.
Exactly.
You can hear Krampus.
I'm coming.
La 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 la. I believe we've gotten distracted now.
I feel like I'm the drunk one, not you lot.
I'm not even
ADHD
drunk.
talking. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're your
Oh my
drug-induced hallucination.
That would explain a lot, actually.
What's in
we're
this orange juice?
Right, so, was I lying or telling the truth about Christmas Carol being banned in the Soviet Union? Cerridwen, am I lying or telling the truth?
I think that just that last little bit of information, I'm going to say a lie.
Vladi, am I lying or telling the truth?
I gotta stick to my conspiracy. It's a lie.
Midnight, am I lying or telling the truth?
And lie.
Doodlejinx, am I lying or telling the truth? Everybody else thinks I'm lying.
I'm gonna say a lie this time.
No points for anyone, it's all true.
What?
Damn!
Yeah.
I mean, boobs.
Yeah, 100%
God dang,
true.
Mason. I thought I was smart and I was dumb.
No, you're not dumb, but you maybe want to lay off the conspiracy theories a bit.
They can hear your mind. You gotta wear the tin
I
foil.
was gonna say, is your tinfoil hat big enough, Vladi?
You see, she changed the history books upon hearing our answers.
So you're the one that edits the wiki pages. Oh,
Oh my god. Yes, I'm the one on the Emu War, constantly changing it to say who won. Do you guys know
She's
about the Emu War?
WikiLeaks.
yeah, I've heard of the emu one.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh my god. For those who don't know, I'm putting a video below from Fact Fiend talking about the Emu War. It needs to be known more because people keep going in and changing the wiki about it.
Emu, like the bird?
Yes. It was a thing in Australia in the, I want to say 20s, whereby a lot of emus kept breaking into farmland and eating all the crops. And the farmland had been given to World War I soldiers as like payment when they came back from the war. So they were understandably not happy about this. And the Australian army was brought in with like machine guns on the backs of trucks to try and shoot up the emus to make them stop. Except it's the Australian outback, so like the trucks kept turning over. And it was considered the Emu War because the emus won. Except people keep going back into the wiki and saying, no, the people won. And it's constant.
Oh my
They keep
God.
going in and
Man.
changing this to who won the Emu War.
Man versus nature.
This is nearly as bad as the Romans, the Caesar trying to fight the ocean.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, one of the Caesars of Rome declared war on the ocean.
Yeah.
You're going down, Neptune.
Poseidon, you can
Did
kiss
not
my
know about
ass.
this.
I think if I remember correctly, it wasn't Neptune, it was just the sea. Although, yeah, that would make sense. He
Just
should
the sea.
just the sea.
So he won't.
had-
So you're telling me a man woke up one morning, looked out at the ocean, and went, "Nah, something ain't right about that."
No.
I am
Well,
the
that
sand
works.
guardian of the sand. Poseidon quivers before him. Fuck off.
How do you
Love that
declare
video.
war on the sea?
You get your soldiers to line up and throw their spears into the sea.
I'm just
Oh my
picturing this
God.
row of poor people like going, "Our fucking leader's nuts."
Well, that-
Like,
Hang on, that's
Well,
fucking
after all
now! Our fucking leaders are nuts!
yeah.
Well, if you look at all these Christmas facts we've learned today, can you honestly say that that's a cult? Declaring war on the ocean is that far off?
I'm just surprised Boris Johnson didn't do it when he was in power.
Oh my God. He goes
Uh,
over on a zip line.
Ugh.
Right, are we ready for our next Christmas fact?
yeah.
Yes.
We'll do a couple more and then we'll call a halt. So I need to tidy up because one of my cats decided to throw litter all over the floor. Like it wasn't enough that it stayed in the tray, which has a lid on it. No. He kicked it out of the door.
Yep,
Throwing
that's
that
what they
shit.
do.
Yeah,
Luckily, there's no shit on the floor.
they were gonna leave the
Yeah.
toilet sprinkles everywhere because it's magic.
Is that what we're calling it now? The toilet sprinkles.
Toilet
It's
sprinkles, toilet
snow.
glitter.
Does that mean that that's
Kitty
Vladi's
glitter.
nickname this time? Toilet sprinkles.
Toilet sprinkles.
Just as they're going, it's like, it's Christmas time. Gotta do it.
I had to clean toilet sprinkles off of Luna's foot earlier, along with shit.
No!
Yummy.
Yes.
Ooh.
I like how you went toilet sprinkles along with shit.
Which,
Like, wow.
at least you didn't say Nutella.
Oh, God.
I mean, Of course, they do the litter boxes of relatively often. I guess this one just needed they just used this one a lot more this week, so that one really needed done. So actually, thank you for making it this later.
And we're back to poop.
We are indeed. And also we're going to be talking about something that slightly resembles poop, because we're talking about Christmas pudding. Just that segue, that was a brilliant
Lovely.
segue then. I was quite proud of that one.
Very, very well done.
So,
That's like
Christmas
something out of my
pudding.
book.
Christmas puddings can predict your future. The Christmas pudding is not just a delicious dessert. I will debate on that one, but some people think it's right. Legend has it that if you make a wish while stirring the pudding, it will come true by next Christmas. And if you find a coin in your piece, it's said that your wish will be granted before New Year's Eve. But if you find a spoon, you have a year full of good luck. True or false?
Oh, I've heard.
That sounds fun.
I've
That
heard
coin
something
thing
like
is
this.
true. That coin one is part of that is true. The
Yeah.
coin is true because we used to we got something similar, but it was in our Christmas school pudding.
If you find a
Your
pen,
school pudding. That was a very expensive school.
Well, no, it was just primary school. We got there was a chance you'd find I think it was like a 20p or a 50p wrapped in tinfoil inside it.
It would have to be a larger coin.
yeah.
It must have been 50p then. Must have been 50p.
Yeah, just
then,
to make sure that nobody could accidentally swallow it.
Yeah, because if it's like
Yeah.
a penny, then the kid's gonna eat it.
Yeah, and it was wrapped in tinfoil so that it was,
Bigger.
protected and also really noticeable.
Once again, the UK proven to have cooler traditions than the US.
I mean, I remember my primary school. We always had a Christmas dinner sort of thing. They play music, and we'd have like Christmas dinner, and then we'd have like Christmas pudding afterwards. Although I really don't like Christmas pudding.
I'd rather have Christmas pudding than Christmas cake because I'm not a big fan of marzipan.
I love marzipan.
We made
I'll eat your
paper
marzipan.
snowmen, and then we were told to fuck off.
Why?
Huh?
Kinda.
I said, when did I become your school lunch lady telling you to fuck off?
I don't know.
Time shit.
Time and shit. Yeah, that's right. That's
Time
that's
shit.
Vladi.
Time shit and toilet sprinkles.
That's the
That
name
does
of
not
Vladi's
become the name of
autobiography.
of a fiction on something. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Vladi, I did talk over you for a second there. What were you saying?
I don't know. My brain's going brr.
In which case, do people want to have a go at voting at this? So, Christmas puddings can predict your future. Vladi, truth or lie?
True. Let's go true.
Cerridwen, truth or lie?
I feel like it's true, so I'm going to go with true.
Doodlejinx, truth or lie?
I'm gonna say true.
Midnight, truth or lie?
True. I'm going to say true because, well, I've seen a lot of witchy, weird stuff when it comes to Christmas, especially stirring stuff. So, true.
No points for anyone. That is a big fat lie.
Oh,
God damn
come
it.
on!
Yeah, the coin thing was meant to be that if you found the coin, you would have money in the new year. There was nothing about predicting your future. There's nothing about making wishes. And certainly if you found a spoon, that just meant that somebody was a really bad baker.
For a whole fucking ladle in your Christmas
Yeah.
pudding.
Humbug
I
to
wanted
you.
to believe in Christmas magic.
Me too.
I also thought that, like,
went.
the coin. If you found a coin, I feel like wasn't that like also like luck and love or something?
It might be.
It was
I
for
knew
good
that it was
luck.
something to do with you had a piece of silver, so it was a silver coin. And they ended up making it so that you couldn't do that anymore because so many people did die from eating the coin.
Yeah, because they swallowed it by accident.
Yeah.
It's like
Well, I'm broke, so I'll take the coin, choking or not.
there's a funny thing about coins, like going from one thing to another. It's like about the coin thing. It's like there's an old thing that you do. It's like if you buy somebody a new purse or a wallet, you have to put a penny in the purse or wallet because otherwise it's bad luck if you give them an empty purse.
Oops.
Ooh.
Okay, I guess I need to put money in my brother-in-law's Christmas present.
I'll send you a penny. It's fine.
In for a penny, out for a
Oh.
pound.
I didn't want to say that I'm spending a penny on my...
Well, no, Vladi said that earlier.
Oh, no, Vladi!
Wait, I said what?
What's the expression? In for a penny, out for a
In for a
pound?
penny.
In
in
for a penny, in
pound.
for a pound. And spending
I
a penny
never
meant
realized
going to the
that-
bathroom.
I had no idea what that meant before. I didn't realize it was conversion of the two currencies. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
weight.
And it's like the
No.
spend a penny is because when you like there used to be a lot of
It was
public
the,
toilets, they would actually put a
yeah.
penny in the door. They still do it in Amsterdam.
It was also
Ah.
at was it Crystal Palace?
Yeah.
The Great Exhibition. They had the very first public toilets there, and it took a penny to get in. Hence,
Yeah.
spend a penny, and then it became common around London. Most terrifying thing in the world: Dutch public toilets on the street, because those things are on a fucking timer. So when you go in, oh yes, it is. Imagine the TARDIS, but round off the edges, and that's what the public toilets look like. And they're just in the middle of the fucking street, and it's a single toilet, like a single little bathroom. And you put your money in the door, and you go in, and you do your business, and you can press a button to get out. Except if you take too long, as my father discovered,
Oh no.
it's on a timer, and it
Oh,
flushes
no.
whether you're done or not, and opens.
Oh, it opens! I thought you'd be trapped!
No, it opens because it assumes
Oh,
that
God.
you're done and opens.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't want to ever use public toilets again after that. I think he still carries some trauma.
Oh no.
Oh, poor
Well, if
guy.
you ever visit Germany, all public toilets are very well looked after. You do have to usually pay a little bit of money to get in, but honestly, it's worth it because it's clean and relatively good. And as far as I know, none of the ones like those are open after a period of time. That just sounds gross.
Yeah, I must admit I would pay a bit extra to be able to go to a nice bathroom because,
Oh yeah.
yeah, the bathrooms in the town centre where I live, every single time you go in, there's a spoon and some foil on the floor. Put
Oh
it that
yeah.
way.
Tell me about it. It's like there's some near a graveyard where I live, and they've been shut for years because that was always a problem.
Yeah.
And it's like there's ones in town notorious for certain activities.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Fun times!
Yeah.
Yay!
Fun times in the loo.
No.
Why is it keeping on coming back to poop?
I don't know, we're really immature.
Toilet humor.
Right. Are we ready for our next Christmas fact or lie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why every time do I say that? Do I need to sneeze? What the fuck?
Someone's talking
Preemptive,
about
bless
you.
Yeah. That's some
Gesundheit.
Japanese
That's
war.
if your ear's burning.
I think
And
it's also sneezing. Like, I've seen it in anime as well. Somebody will sneeze.
If you
or
sneeze,
Yeah,
a
shiver.
ghost
it's
has
a-
walked through you.
It-
Really? Is that
in,
what
No,
in
not when you
Japan,
shiver.
in Japan, it's if you sneeze, it's because someone somewhere is talking about you.
Oh. Over here, it's like if your ears are burning, then somebody's talking about you.
Okay, are we ready for our next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The oldest Christmas carol is over 1,500 years old. The oldest Christmas carol, Jesus Refulsit Omnium, was written around 500 AD by Saint Hilary of Poitiers. It was later translated into many other languages, and it's still sometimes sung in churches today. Am I telling the truth? Or am I lying? Off you go.
Now I have to remember how old Christianity is.
Technically, it's
I
about 2,000
believe
years old.
BC and
2024, isn't it?
Oh, it helps with that.
Jesus was born 7 AD.
380, I believe.
Oh, well, yes. But not North AD. I don't understand.
They got the timing wrong, and and for some reason it's 3 AD. Yes, it's 3 AD. Wait, yeah. It's either 3 AD or 3 BC, but it's 3. I know
BC's
that
before
much.
Christ, AC's after Christ.
I know, but for some reason they got the timing mixed up and they can't fix it now because, well, it's been too long, so yeah.
So wait, who was it again and where were they from? That made the first?
French.
Saint Hilary of Poitiers.
Well, it's definitely Roman Catholic, or at least Catholic.
Yeah, the Latin. I'll be honest, I am not entirely sure if I have pronounced that right. It's Jesus Refulsit Omnium. Good luck, sorry.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nomium.
Do 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 do. Phenomenon.
That's not the
Phenomenal.
carol, by the way. That's not how it goes.
Merry Christmas.
Sorry.
Jesus.
So, is it true or false? Come on, guys, are we done discussing this, or?
Yeah, I think we could go for it.
I mean, mine is going to be a random guess.
Same here.
I think I know this one.
Oh, we'll see then. I'll ask you last, so you can't influence the other votes. Cerridwen, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm squinting real hard at this. I'm going to say lie because I really don't know much about, I can't even remember how old Christianity is.
Vladi, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm just gonna go out a limb and say true.
Midnight, am I lying or telling the truth?
I, of all people, should know this.
I'll be honest, I did think you'd know whether this one was true or not. I was like, I need to craft what I say here.
I didn't study, very deep into Catholic. I'll say true.
And Doodlejinx, true or false?
I'm going to say true.
Which means Vladi, Doodlejinx, and Midnight have points because it is true.
Yeah!
Booyah!
Boob!
Which means that Doodlejinx, Vladi, and Cerridwen all have 4 points each, and Midnight has 3.
Vladi's brain cell grew 3 times that day.
Do we have time for one or two more? 1 more, 2 more? What do you think?
Yee.
I'll say one more.
I got one more in me. Yeah.
1 more?
I got
Okay.
one more in me.
Okay then.
The grand finale.
That's like I need to blow my nose.
So is everybody
Clearly
ready
I'm
for
allergic to you
Christmas?
lots. Here we go.
Scribbler, the red-nosed hostess, and
I
a
mean,
very
it would
red
be
nose.
true. Luckily, I can't be the reindeer on the thumbnail because I'm the host.
Maybe just stick some antlers on you, and then...
No, Scribbler is quite happy being Santa. You're the one who is in charge of things, nominally.
I could add a little bit of a red blush to the nose.
No! What do we need?
Put a candy cane in her hoof.
That's not what I thought you said you were going to put it.
Or candy cane earrings.
Where do you think I was going to say to
I
put
am
it?
literally wearing candy cane earrings right now.
Oh my god.
Cute.
Yes,
You
I
want me
bought
to
them
add
from
those?
Visa with my birthday money.
Aww.
Aw.
And to answer that, Doodlejinx, you know where I thought they were going to say. Right. And speaking of controversial things, the world's first Christmas card was too controversial. The first ever Christmas card, designed by John Calcott Horsley in 1843, was considered scandalous when it was first released. It depicted a family celebrating Christmas with wine and revelry, which offended some of the religious community at the time. The card was printed in very limited quantities because of the backlash, but somehow, despite not being very popular, sparked the Christmas card tradition. Are we true? Or are we lying?
I
Off you
mean,
go.
have you seen Victorian Christmas cards?
They're weird as hell.
Yeah.
And racist. Some of them are racist.
Some of them are cats on.
But they do
Satanic
get
cats.
offended over the weirdest things.
They used to put
People in general.
trousers on piano legs because they reckoned that they were going to make the men too hot and bothered. But they didn't bother covering their tits.
Wow.
Yeah, but them ankles, whoo!
Basically, yeah, the wrist, the ankles covered. Oh, but you decolletage, you can bubble over the top with that one.
Oh, I dare say, is that an ankle that I see? Oh, it's getting a bit hot in here.
And do you know
Heck,
what
in
the funny
Victorian
thing
times,
is? Victorian pornography was so rampant that we have so much left today. Sorry, Vladi, I talked
Oh
over
my
you.
goodness.
That's amazing.
Also about Victorian stuff, apparently it was hot to have visible blood veins on, like, your chest and stuff.
Wow.
Yep.
Haven't heard
And
that
people
one.
would even draw on, like, fake veins to look more appealing.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
They'd be hoping they'd be peeling off of some of their clothes.
Oh my goodness.
Hey-o.
God.
But does that mean that in this card they'd drawn on veins and that was considered scandalous?
No, it's the piano legs wearing trousers.
Oh my god, my brain going from Victorian pornography and then talking about veins, and I'm just thinking, oh, the nether regions of, drawing veins on certain
Unfortunately,
areas.
Oh no!
Literally at university, one of the components of my course was we had to take a social science just for a portion of each year, even if it wasn't anything to do with our degree. Whatever you did a degree in, you had to take what's called a supplementary course in a different type of subject. So I had to take a social science. So I did American politics for 1 year and American media for the next, and then just general media through history in my last year. Yeah, I did not realize that apparently that included a very large segment of the course being about Victorian pornographic photography.
No.
Yes, indeedly. Scribbler
And my
has
name's
seen things,
Doodle.
guys. I have seen things.
Your professor saw things too.
My professor was a woman. I was not the one who was the most embarrassed to be in that room on that day.
Okay, you're reminding me. In the castle near us, that it's a big museum and everything, but there's at the very, very end they have a little bit more modern stuff. You know, things that have been developed in the town, random celebrity stuff, a pornographic magazine.
What?
What?
Yeah, for some reason, I think it's either a magazine or a picture. Either way, it's a picture. They have in a box with a frosted glass bar, one single hole that you look through to see it, a pornographic picture magazine from
You
Victorian
too?
times.
Wow. I wonder
Beautiful.
what made that one stand out amongst all the rest?
I don't know, but for some reason it's there. And of course, you know, I took my family there and I completely forgot
Oh
about that.
no!
I
Luckily,
say,
they
those
did
are some
not see it.
astounding titties.
They did not see it, as far as I know. But
Is that
Oh,
because
yeah.
you were just standing in front of the case, always in their direct line of sight?
well, I was actually kind of busy showing them that there was a section about World War One and Two, but so I don't know if the only person I think might have seen it is my father, but that would have been he didn't mention it, so that's good. I didn't have to bear that at least.
No, he's not going to tell the missus that.
Nope.
At least it wasn't a child, which is like the worst. You're like, Mummy, I just saw this. What is happening? Why are they naked?
Oh dear.
It's quite high up, so I don't think even a child would be able to look through the tiny section of the glass that you have to look through to see it.
You need to be tall enough to ride this ride.
God.
Or this lady. Heyo.
Oh.
This person is tall. Drink.
Who's this tall glass of water?
Sorry,
Admittedly,
Scribbler.
it's a very weird museum / castle. They have a dog section.
So when are we going?
You're welcome anytime. Certainly. It's quite an experience, I'll tell you that. You can try on medieval armor, you can look at medieval fire engines, you can visit the dog museum part where there's a stuffed wolf, and then there's the World War One and Two section, and then this random pornographic picture.
How can we top off this experience?
Sorry, what was the question? What was the fact?
The fact was, and I scrolled past it actually.
Oh, it was the first
the first
Christmas card was
was too controversial.
Christmas
yeah.
card.
This is too happy. Let's ban it.
So are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay. Cerridwen, am I lying or telling the truth?
I think it might be the truth.
Vladi, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm going to go with lie.
Midnight, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna say true.
Doodle Jinx, am I lying or telling the truth?
I'm gonna say true.
That means Doodle Jinx and Cerridwen and Midnight all get points because it's
Yay!
true. Yeah,
Huzzah!
people literally dying on street corners and working in the mines until they choke to death at 4 years old. Absolutely fine. People drinking wine and enjoying themselves. Yeah.
The horror.
The
Most
audacity.
unorthodox.
The
How
hedonism.
terrible!
Yeah,
Well,
literally, the
these
guys
titties,
who
on the other
invented
hand,
the workhouse thought that wine and enjoying yourself at Christmas was bad.
Well, if that's what's
So
happening on the
silly.
card, they should see what they're doing off the card. Fucking hell.
Yeah, they're putting porn and stuff in little holes and
In
castles.
museums.
I don't know. I'd rather receive that than like an annoying singing card.
That's true, actually.
Oh yeah, no thank you.
It's like, oh, this is a nice card. Happy birthday to you. Fuck off.
Happy birthday.
You found it like 4 years later.
Right,
Happy
and that means
birthday
that
to you.
at close of play today, Doodlejinx and Cerridwen are the joint winners,
That does surprise me.
Yay!
with Midnight and Vladi in joint second/last place.
Yay! Whee!
Boobs!
Boobs! We hope that you have enjoyed this special Christmas episode of Would I Lie to You? But for now, it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Kedwin.
Bye-bye.
It's goodbye from Doodlejinx.
Bye-bye and happy holidays!
Goodbye from Midnight 29.
Goodbye.
And goodbye from VladiVoices.
Happy holidays, everyone, and may you have a happy new year.
I was genuinely expecting you to say, and my butt is not full of sparkles.
I forgot that one.
No, it's full of toilet sprinkles.
Oh my god. Goodbye, everybody. Merry Christmas. Bye.
Bye. Happy holidays.
Bye. Merry Christmas and all that jazz.
Penis.
Fetus.
Oh my god, that's definitely what we're going to leave it on.
What a good night!